All right, you guys, what's going on? Here we go. We got arm day today. I'm going to cover two different arm exercises. I'm going to make a few points on each of them. I'm not going to cover a bunch of other arm exercises because the points that I'm going to make in this video are going to apply for most arm exercises. Again, most, not all. So you should be pretty good to go. And of course, if you guys have any questions, you know, message me, DM me, and I'll be glad to answer them, okay? All right, so we're going to start with some triceps. I've got my resistance bands, and I've got them hooked up to the top of the door frame like I've showed you guys before. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is, first thing, I'm going to step back a little bit so I've got some tension on the bands, right? Because I don't want them to be loose, because then I'm just taking the tension off the muscle. So I back up just a little bit. I got some tension here. Now let me move the camera a little. So from here, I'm going to take my shoulder and I'm going to squeeze it into my sides so I don't rock back and forth, because if I start rocking my shoulder, I'm going to take the emphasis off my triceps. So from the elbow up is going to stay completely still. All right, the only part that's going to move is from the elbow down. Okay, that's the first step. Number two, make sure we're straight with our wrists. None of this, none of that. Okay, keep it nice and neutral, should be nice and comfortable. From here, all I'm going to do is press straight down till my arms are straight. One, we're going to come back up. Two, come back up. Three. Okay, no shoulder movement. We're only moving at the elbow joint. Nice neutral wrists, should be nice and comfortable. Okay, and I should be feeling the burn right back here in my tricep. Okay, pretty straightforward on that one. The biggest things I see people screw up with this one is the swinging the shoulders, and then the other one, they'll do this number where they're kind of doing a crunch thing along with the movement. Keep your back straight, chest up, eyes forward, boom, straight down till your arms are straight, and then back up. Okay? All right, so that's going to do it for triceps. Now, whether you do those with resistance bands, cables, if you do maybe a lying skull crusher with the barbell, it's still going to be the same thing. Steady shoulder. We're only moving at the elbow joint. Okay? All right. Number two. Oh, yeah. Good old bicep curl. So here's what I'm going to do. Since we're using resistance bands, I'm going to take the band and I'm going to hook it underneath, right? So I have some way to anchor it down. And then what I'd like to do is put a little bit of tension on it to see if my handles are even, so I have the same amount of tension on each side, okay? From here, back straight, chest up, same thing. Let me show you this from the side. So same idea with my elbow or with my shoulder with the bicep curl too. Remember, I don't want to move at my shoulder. I only want to move at the elbow. If I'm moving anything except for my elbow, I'm taking away from my bicep. Okay, so right here, and then all I'm going to do now with this one, I know I was talking about a neutral wrist with that one, which means just a nice straight wrist. With the bicep curl, you can kind of tilt your wrist back slightly, and what that's going to do is take a little bit of the emphasis off my forearm and make sure that I'm pulling with my bicep and my bicep alone. Okay, so what I want to do right here, let my wrist hang just a little bit. Think of it this way, like a waiter carrying a tray, right? So I don't want to be curled in this way, because now I'm starting to engage my forearm and I'm going to take away from my bicep. So relax a little bit, bring your wrist back slightly, and then from there, all we're going to do, pull up. And now what I want to visualize here is I want to bring my forearm to my bicep. So that's what I want you guys to think about, all right? So when you're pulling, I don't want you to pull it in this way, curl your wrists, and let your forearms take over. What I want you to do is relax with your wrists and then visualize yourself bringing your forearm to your bicep. Back down, forearm to your bicep, nice steady shoulder. And that's going to do it for our bicep curl, okay? All right, quick video. Use these points when you're performing your arm movements. You should get a nice strong contraction both in your bicep or your tricep, depending on which one you're working. And let me know if you guys have questions about it. All right, have a good one.